Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, where so much of the United States was founded and documents were written and all that good stuff. And only about an hour and a half from New York City. So we took the Amtrak in this morning, and so we're gonna spend the day just going to a bunch of different stuff to show you how easy it is to actually have an entire day trip to Philadelphia from New York City.
There's no back support on this.
I don't really think back support is what they had in mind.
Where's the hip support?
Oh my god. Philadelphia does actually have a small train system. However, in a very New York fashion, and because we actually have 12 hours to kill, we've decided we are going to walk to Reading Market. So I've actually been to Philadelphia before, and I really love Reading Market. For those who don't know, I'm originally from like the Cleveland, Ohio area, and we have this place called the West Side Market. So if anyone is aware of that, it's in Ohio City. Reading Market is like the West Side Market, but maybe 5 to 6 times bigger. Gonna get some like cheesesteak. We're gonna get Joey his elk jerky that he misses oh so dearly, and just find something else to do. And then what's really nice is once we get across the river, we actually should be able to get to a bunch of the really touristy stuff like the Liberty Bell and Independence Hall. But yes, we are going to walk half an hour instead of taking the train for 13 minutes. But it's okay, because once I have that cheesesteak, I'm probably going to be consuming somewhere around like 800 calories, and I'm probably going to need to walk it off anyway. So we'll see you when we get to the other side. This appears to be the city bike equivalent for Philadelphia, Indigo. But they have electric bikes. That's pretty helpful for anyone who wants to bike around the city. It's a little dark, but the sign does say Walk Philadelphia with a bit of a map, which makes me feel a little bit better in my justification of actually walking to Reading Market. Well, we found City Hall. I feel like this is really nice because if you just keep walking, there's a lot of different buildings that are really easy to find. So it's an old subway station, but I don't think it's in use anymore. Nope, totally locked up.
Another lazy afternoon. The clouds covered in gray. Third coffee of the day.
It's not the most chocolatey mocha that I've ever had, but it's mostly bitter. I saw them like poured around the side, but I don't know, maybe towards the bottom. Otherwise, Old City Coffee in Reading Market. It's a good spot for a nice coffee because it's only 10:13 a.m. In fact, most things aren't even really open yet. So we're gonna be probably coming back for lunch, maybe closer to 12. So I think we're gonna step out, maybe go do something else, and then come back for a cheesesteak.
Today, just a little less mundane. Oh.
Okay, small change in plans. So we actually ended up going to Herschel's, and we're splitting a pastrami sandwich because apparently it's like highly recommended, cannot miss in Reading Market. I've honestly never heard of them before. Cheers. Okay, the flavor is not as strong as Cat's Deli at all. It's a much more subtle pastrami, but it's really good. It's also significantly cheaper. It was like $15 and compared to like $29. It's still really good. I do like it. It took about 15 minutes, give or take, to walk from Reading Market over to Independence Hall and the Liberty Bell, and the line to get into the Liberty Bell is just absolutely crazy, but we're gonna stand in it anyway. It's fine. I think the line's moving relatively quickly. Let's see how long it takes to get in. Probably only took 10-15-ish minutes in line. If you've never been before, you have to go through a security line. They're checking for obviously like bad things you're not supposed to have. And then you can just walk through. There's a lot of stuff to read. And at the very end is the Liberty Bell, and you are allowed to take photos. No bathrooms or anything like that. So just a heads up. Admission is also free. Fun fact. And now we're gonna go to Independence Hall, which is also free admission. So I screwed up a little. Apparently, you do need a ticket from recreation.gov to book an Independence Hall tour. I think that's the only way you can actually get in, and I didn't know or do that. So we're at least in Independence Square. It looks like some of these other buildings you don't need tickets to get into, so we're just gonna look through like Congress Hall and things like that. Just heads up, you do need to book a ticket on recreation.gov ahead of time. I think it said it was like a $1 processing fee because I kind of looked at it while we were walking through the security line. Whoops.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Pennsylvania State House. That's the building's official purpose and title. England delegates, like John Adams and Sam Adams, understandably are calling for reinforcements, support. They feel that they're shouldering the burden.
Oh, there is the sun. Oh my. We got stupid lucky. We were literally sitting on the bench just like relaxing, and then one of the park rangers came up and asked us if we had tickets for the Independence Hall tour, and I was like, no, unfortunately not. He's like, you want to join this one? And I was like, hell yeah. So we got to go in and do the tour, and it was about 20 minutes or so, but we got really lucky. But don't do what I did. Go ahead and go on and get yourself a ticket. That was a really fortunate thing that we got to just do. Amazing. Thank you so much. Alright, so it was 15 minutes in line, but much longer wait actually for the sandwich. Carmen's, Italian hoagies, and cheesesteaks. There's like a pop of something missing. Like, it's good. We added the onions and sweet peppers, and I got provolone cheese, but there's definitely something missing to it that I think would just make it really stand out. I don't know what it is. We just got a whole and split it. That was a much cheaper option, because I think a half was like $9 and a whole was like $12.95. So if you're splitting it with someone, definitely don't do half and half. That's way too expensive. It's alright. Probably could have been better places to go, but I think it was the most famous spot, at least here at Reading. The lighting is terrible, but it's super purple. Like my favorite couple. It's a very subtle ube. It has like the mochico flour, like the sticky rice flour. I like it. I love ube. It's delicious. I don't know how it's pronounced. Kambayon. Come try it. It's really nice. It's like a whole Filipino thing. Recommend. Yeah. This is so hard. Got it. Nice thing about Philly is they do actually have a Chinatown. We just did a quick walkthrough. It's about 5-minute walk from Reading Market. We had these Japanese crepes that were absolutely lovely. They were made with rice flour. 10 out of 10 recommend. But I would definitely just do a walkthrough. It's always a really nice, cool change from, I guess, like the rest of the city. Definitely to say Chinatown is worth at least walking through and just seeing what they have. I just want to point out these buildings. Look how cool they are. They just do not make architecture like that anymore, and it saddens my heart, particularly as someone who lives in Manhattan. How everything has just become like a tall, ugly, gray skyscraper with glass. What happened to these like amazing buildings? The world is just becoming millennial gray, and I hate it. I don't know what that is. You want to look it up on Google Maps or something? The Cathedral of St. Peter? Okay, yes, confirmed. It is Cathedral Basilica, St. Peter and Paul. Although I'm really surprised because honestly, most cathedrals I've seen do not look like this. If you have an opportunity to walk down the street, it's absolutely beautiful. Forgive the wind. There's so much greenery and there's all these flags from around the world, and it's just really beautiful. I'm glad that we took this route. We're actually on our way to the Franklin Institute, probably gonna be one of our last stops. Benjamin Franklin Parkway. Walk down Benjamin Franklin Parkway. It's honestly, it's really beautiful. Just highly recommend. All the greenery, the fountains, some really gorgeous buildings. As I said, all the flags I think really cool as well. But that's me as someone who has, you know, the travel disease. The Academy of Natural Sciences of Philadelphia. So there's just like a lot on this street. I'm not gonna lie, it's absolutely amazing. There's an ice cream truck just right in front. I messed up again. They closed at 5. It is currently 4:44. So unfortunately, we are not going to be able to walk through the museum, but we did see the memorial because it's the first thing when you walk in. And we're just gonna enjoy some of the air conditioning. But our train leaves at 7:10. We have a little bit more time to kill before we have to be back at the Amtrak station. I swore it said 6. I really swore it said 6 o'clock was when they closed. But I digress. So we're just gonna chill here and then I guess scoot and figure out what to do with the last hour and a half or so. I absolutely love this little robot. Oh my god. I want one at every restaurant, like ever. Can anyone from Philadelphia explain to me why your fire hydrants are orange and green? I've noticed this all over the city and I am very confused. what a day. To kind of just do a recap, we left Manhattan around 7:49 a.m. this morning, got to Philadelphia station around like 9:10, and then spent the whole day there. I did this trip over Labor Day weekend. The biggest thing that you'd be able to probably keep your prices down would be if you, one, probably bought your Amtrak tickets a little bit ahead of time. I bought mine, I think, 2 days in advance. Not always the smartest move. Then not doing it on potentially a holiday weekend, because a lot of the time companies can price gouge. We did spend about $130, give or take, per person just on the round trip tickets from New York Moynihan Hall to the William something station in Philadelphia. What was really nice is a lot of the things we did were free. So going to like Reading Market, the Liberty Bell, Independence Hall, those were all free activities. We did walk to the Franklin Institute, which I was anticipating on paying an entry fee, and then unfortunately I got the closing time wrong, so we kind of just walked in and saw the memorial. Most of the money really went more towards food, the pastrami sandwich, cheesesteak. We got some Filipino thing called like I think it was like a boki, I'm not entirely sure, and then we got like an iced coffee in the morning. We did this rotating sushi bar for dinner, and that was just a ton of fun. We primarily stayed in that downtown touristy area of Philadelphia, and I think for a single day that probably is the best way to do it and to make it the most, I guess, like achievable. You can like walk straight across the bridge from the train station. You can get to everything within about a 15 to 20 minute walk. It's really not bad. We didn't take the train at all, or I think they were really calling it like a trolley. It looks like a metro station, so they're pretty easy to find. I saw many of them, so it looked relatively accessible just based on that fact. We spent about $111.67 on extras. The whole trip for the two of us cost just under $300. It's a really great day trip from New York. I give it a good 8 out of 10 recommend. I'm really tired. I put about 22,000 steps on my feet today and probably could have done more. This was a really fun trip. I enjoyed it. I'm exhausted, and I'm really glad tomorrow is Labor Day because I'm going to sleep so hard and sleep in tomorrow. Thank you so much. I hope this was helpful, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!
Slow down, hold on tight now, it's okay.